Hello, welcome back to Malicious Compliance Stories. We have another 3 stories for you today. My IT director's emails look awfully suspicious. Micromanaging 101. And short malicious compliance story to bring laughs. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new here and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new video every single day. Alright, let's get started. Our first story. My IT director's emails look awfully suspicious. My company had a 2-hour-long seminar about email phishing and how to prevent it. This seminar also included an update to our email software. Our software has a preview feature. If you hover over a link, it opens a preview of the link. Anyway, I got an email from our IT director saying I was in violation of their internet policy by using social media, a main part of my job, and I was stupid and opened it. It was a phishing test, and they made me do another 2-hour-long seminar. That week, I got the following email from our director. Sent with great urgency. An email phishing exercise. Hello everyone. This is a reminder to stay aware of phishing emails. Please review the PDF guide and take a short quiz, link, to test your skills by 5 p.m. Thank you. IT director's name. Now in this email attachment. One of the signs that you should report an email is if it presses you to click a link. So, I felt like I should report this as phishing, so I did. I got this email from the director 1 hour later. Subject, reporting emails. Hello everyone. We have received numerous phishing reports about the email with the phishing quiz. Please note that any email sent from, insert IT director email here, is not phishing. We have included a new link for your convenience. Thank you. IT director's name. To me, this email looks even more suspicious than the last one, so I do the natural thing and report it to stay vigilant. I have been doing this for over 2 months and everyone keeps getting an email saying that this email is not phishing. Please don't make us sit through 2-hour seminars. Our next story. Micromanaging 101. I am an amused bystander to this. I was working on a compliance project at the time. The practice had once consisted of a single compliance officer, but the company had grown, and responsibilities had been split up into multiple departments. The person who had once run the entire practice alone was having a hard time handing off responsibilities to the newly created departments and would find petty ways to claw back control at any time. This person would also panic about investigations that could prove that previous work had not been done consistently, so they would revise procedures, definitions, department requirements, etc. to suit whatever agenda happened to be at play. Sometimes, this means ignoring important things. Sometimes this means filing unnecessary reports. Things change on a weekly basis. For some unfathomable reason, this person was very concerned about in-person coverage. This entire department has worked remotely throughout COVID. All other departments continued to work remotely. This department had to be in the office. Period. To make things worse, working hours were defined as 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. with a 1-hour break. On multiple occasions, this person would complain, claiming someone had mentioned that the department was deserted before 5 p.m. on Fridays, the day before holidays, etc. Rolling eyes face, it didn't matter that the staff was working around 60 hours. It also didn't matter that there was nobody there to complain about, as this was the only department on site. There were duties that occasionally required someone to be on call until 6 or 7 p.m. On-call staffers suggested that the person responsible could start late on those days, but no. The workday starts at 8 a.m. no exceptions. The 2 hourly staffers took 2 3-hour lunch breaks so that they could still cover the required 8 a.m. start date, be available until 7 p.m., and still meet their no-OT requirements. The salary-exempt staff wasn't having any of it though. Calls were no longer answered because the staff was to work from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and there was to be no flexibility regarding attendance. The staff got tired of this, and they mutually agreed to give this person exactly what they asked for. They started sending group texts of their work lock screens, showing that they were at their desks at 8 a.m. They'd send texts showing that their computers had been locked at 5:01 p.m. I was, briefly, on this text chain and had to mute it due to the barrage of daily petty texts. The individual in question intended to mean that staff had to be there at least between those hours. Unpaid OT was totally reasonable. But there was to be no concession made to allow staff some flexibility in the way they split up their working hours. That couldn't be said for obvious reasons. So, they harped on the 5 p.m. minimum end to work days. As you can imagine, this was followed by a wave of resignations. Over a 6-month period, the The department collapsed, leaving them with fewer staff than they had before the expansion. Great for us. We ended up winning a lucrative contract to manage and rebuild their entire practice. The staffer responsible for this great resignation was found to be incompetent after their work started to be reviewed independently. The sheer volume of missed issues became impossible to justify, and this person was eventually quietly replaced. And our last story. Short malicious compliance story to bring laughs. A couple of years back, my mom always asked me to grab her daily cheese sticks from the fridge for her. She always got 1 to 2 at a time, but sometimes she would word the request in a way that just begged for some MC. My mom, can you grab me some cheese sticks? Me, how many? My mom, dealer's choice. Me, takes a sheet of about 7. My mom laughs and accepts them all, slowly eating them so she doesn't have to put any of them back. Well, that's all for this video. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next one.